Good morning. This is the day that the Lord hath made. We shall rejoice and we shall be glad in it. No matter what's going on in your life, find something to rejoice in. Find something to be happy about. Find something to find joy in from God, not the surroundings, not what it looks like all around you, not what's going on, not what somebody said, what somebody did, but it is the day you're breathing, you're above ground, you're still alive. And so there is something to rejoice and be glad in. So today we're still within the litmus test. We're still in the first month of the year. And the litmus test is what's new? What's new? So with God, first off, just as a disclaimer, the scripture said there's nothing new under the sun. All of this has been done before. And of course, God is the creator of all things. So he knows everything. And he created everything. And even the bad that's created, he still knows about it. And he still understands it. And he still knows all about it and knows the ins and outs. So there's nothing he doesn't know. He's omniscient. He knows everything. So there's nothing new under the sun. So even if it's something new, it's usually new to us. It's something new we need to do, something new to us. And in this new year, we're still in the first 30 days of the new year at the time of this recording. There's some new things already going on. There's some new information already happening. And you're like, Lord, what is this? He's like, I got this. I already know about it. I already got it handled. I already know. Now, with as far as God and salvation, for your life, for your new walk with Christ, he said, I'll make all things new. All things have become, all things have passed away, and behold, all things are new. You're gonna see new. The old folks back in my home church, you say, oh, I looked at my hands and my hand looked new. Now they might not have been the same hands, but they looked new because I had new eyes. I had a new attitude. I had a new perspective. I had a new approach to life. And that's sometimes what we need to do. What's new? Sometimes you're still living in the same place, you still driving the same car, you still working in the same job, and you still have your family, thank God, whoever's still alive. You still have memories of your family, whoever has gone on to glory. But it's still a new year. And your new may not be your surroundings and everything. It may just be your perspective. It may just be your approach. It may just be, okay, nothing's changed, but I think I have changed on the inside. I'm same size, same clothes, well, I can change my hair sometimes, but same thing. Same hair, same, but I'm new. And you have to be when you're talking about what's new and you roll up on people that you've known for a long time, and then all of a sudden you're like, well, wait a minute, you're doing stuff different. They may be new. And especially if you haven't seen them in a long time or talked to them in a long time, they're not where you left them. And it may be, they may still live in the same place. You know what I'm talking about. Emotionally, spiritually, uh, um, even financially, but their perspective is new. So you got to be ready for that. What's new? Some of your friends may be new. And that's always been seen in a brand new light. Girl, you done got brand new. Some people, yeah, that's a good thing to get brand new. Some people, that is, they need to be new to get away from toxicity. And so God, when his relationship to us, he says, I'll make all things new if you follow me, if you walk with me, if you talk with me and you follow my instructions and obey and do what I say. I can make all things. I can make I flip your world upside down and make all things new. So what's new? You might be needing to be new. There's nothing new under the sun. God knows everything. But in this new walk, new day, new year, you might need to be new. Now, this is it's an old adage, you can't keep teaching old dog a new trick. But, an old dog can learn if the old dog is open to it. Usually when you say that, oh, you can't teach your old, that means that they're closed, that they're shut down, that they don't want to learn. They have closed off. They don't want nothing new. They don't want to approach nothing new. Now, as sometimes as I appear very innovative, sometimes when I get my systems in order and it's working for me, I don't want to change. I don't want to change. I guess I'm getting older. So I don't want to change. So I don't want to change easily. Or I don't want to learn anything new. Fortunately, I'm married to a guy who's all into technology. Ooh, let's see what that new gadget is. Ooh, let's see what that new. And I'm like, well, you figure it out and you come back and tell me and show me and teach me. I'm an old dog. I kind of like routine. I wasn't always like that. But as I've gotten older, all this shifting and changing and moving around, I have to keep up with it for my business. I have to keep up with it for my clients. I have to keep up with it so that I won't be antiquated when I'm moving about the country. But I'm an old dog sometimes, and but I can. I relinquish and know I can learn. So ask yourself that: can I learn? Can I at least learn? And even in your learning, the things that you know, the things that you keep up with, the things that you learn new, sometimes that litmus test tells, oh, that's new, but I'm not ready for that. Or that's new, but I don't think I need that right now. Or that's new, but oh, I can try this part of it, but I don't need the whole thing. I can take, some software, you get a trial, you get a 7-day trial to try it out, or you get a free subscription, and then you can always upgrade to the next levels. Sometimes that old dog needing to test out the waters. So some things you do need to just try it out. Or it's free trial for 7 days. Try it out and see what happens. So we got to find out what's new. And then we've got to make sure that we apply it to what we need. We apply it to our lives, apply it to our situation, apply it to our hearts. Because I'm an old dog that can learn, but just because it's new doesn't necessarily mean it's for me. And then there are other times where it ain't working. It ain't right. It ain't happening. And I'm the same way. I'm resistant. I'm going kicking and screaming because it's better for me. The new, the automated, the whatever, it's better for my systems and all that. So therefore, I have to sometimes prepare for the new. I have to go. So I have a new software. Thankful to Brian Royston and Vanessa Collins, who's just pushing me, kicking and screaming. But my systems still work, but I need to upgrade. I need to go to the next level. And so therefore, with this new system that I'm learning, I've been in business 15 years. February 2024, it'd be 16 years. Yay! But I should always be improving. From the day one when I started to now, 16 years later, a lot of things are all things new. But I have to prepare myself. I have to prepare my clients. I have to prepare my new clients that I'm going to meet. I have to prepare myself for the new. So sometimes you realize you need to upgrade. You need to do something new, but you have to prepare for it. You have to get financially set for it. You have to get your mindset prepared for it. You have to be able to see what you don't see the moving around, and you have to really prepare for it. You may have to hunker down and not take that trip you thought you were going to take. You may have to save that money rather than spend it. Yeah, I know you've been saving for it and you like, this is it. No. Just like I wanted to go to Maui last year for my 60th birthday. Now, major tragedy burned. So, I spent it and invested it right back in my business. But it's the thing of I had to prepare for what's new. Sometimes I do have to prepare myself for what's new. All right, I need to look at some YouTube videos. All right, I do need to schedule a meeting because I have to prepare myself for the new. Because even though it's taking me out of my comfort zone, that's what this is all about. This is what's new is taking you out of your comfort zone. It's going to take God. It's going to take patience. It's going to take tenacity. It's going to take determination. It's going to take goal setting. It's going to take a transition of sorts. from when I was first introduced to this new software and this new system, I said it's going to take me a solid year to get used to it, to get accustomed to it, see how I can integrate it, what it does well, what it doesn't well. Because just because it's new doesn't mean I can get rid of fully all the old. So I have two basic systems running at the same time. My processes are running simultaneously side by side just because I have to. I cannot fully get rid of the old until I know how the new works, how the new's going to benefit me. I know I need to go to the new, but I got to hold on to some of the old until I can make that full transition. And just like I did this morning, cancel subscription to that. Oops, cancel. Then I can cancel the subscription to that and not have that anymore. But sometimes you got to have two of them running at the same time, especially in business, sometimes in ministry. You got to have two things. You got to have two. You got to have your senior position person and your new person moving simultaneously side by side in partnership until the senior or the more experienced person can go to the next position and that new person slide right in and make the transition smooth. So what's new? What's new? What is going to have to become new? What are some new things that you're not ready for now yet? What are some new things? I'll be total transparent, and I saw two of my good friends. They were at this conference, and oh my gosh, it just looked so great, and I wasn't there. And I was looking, going, I should be there. I mean, I'm not ready for that yet. And oh my gosh, they're learning stuff and they're doing stuff, and I'm not doing stuff. And they were, and God was like, well, first off, look where you are in business, and look what what's going on in your life. And should you be there? Are you ready for that? Are you ready for that level? And I realized, no. Because even though I see it, and it's great to have, exposure and know, okay, that's somewhere I can aspire to, I realize, no, not ready, not prepared for that. Can't can't do that right now. Can't stop that right now. So what I had to do, get out of my feelings and cheer them on and ask, how was it? Oh, girl, that looked so good. Oh, congratulations. Yay for you. Because it is their time. They have bided their time. They have positioned themselves to be where that is and what that information they need. Because I could go, I could do it, but I'm not ready to implement. I'm not ready to take that to the next level. I may be in my mind, but my world is not set up like that. My situation I'm in, what's going on, what's moving already in my life, I'm not in a position to do that. So I got to be able to handle it on this level before I can go to that level. So preparation for the new, it's a whole lot of that. And these are some critical decisions you have to make. These are some things that you have to do. And some things, some of you, God has already told you it's time for this ABC XYZ new. And you didn't do it in 22, and you didn't do it in 23, and now it's 24. Some people, he didn't tell you. He told you, no, it's not time for that. Well, pause that. Come back to that. Or maybe in the future. So sometimes it's a no. Sometimes it's a pause, like wait until it's your time. And sometimes it's a maybe later. You got to do these things and these things. Follow God's leading for you. Because as much as I would like to be and want to be, I know it would, as they say, check yourself before you wreck yourself. I would be wrecked, on so many levels. So the old dog, you can learn, but you got to prepare for it. You got to be in preparation for it. And then there's a scripture that talks about you can't put new wine in old wine skins because it'll bust. Okay, so they had bags. They used the excuse me, they used the skins of an animal as containers and all that kind of stuff. Now we've got plastic and glass and all that. But if you put new wine in a wineskin that wasn't prepared for what you had, it would bust and then you lose all your goods. So some things you have to totally get rid of. Old things may have to pass away. You don't have room in your house for 14 couches, even though you love that couch and you loved it when you bought it, but that couch has to go before you can get a new. Some people have to go. I'm sorry, we love you, but we can't hang out like that because I'm headed somewhere and you're not apparently not willing to make that transition, to make that change and make that switch. So let's part ways here. I still love you, always will, but let's part ways. Let's stop right here because we can't move into the next. We can't go and transition to the next. So old dogs can learn, but some things, not the dog, but some things associated have to be gone, have to leave, have to be discarded. You can't hold on to everything. You just can't. You can't do it all. Some things have to be tested and said, this gotta go. So what's new? I hope that it helps you. I hope that encourages you. I'm Dr. Julia Royston. You know me. Coming up at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, envision-radio.com, where praise meets talk, living your best life. Be sure and find all the ways that you can listen to podcasts and all that good stuff. And then please, you can just log in and keep logged in 24/7. Envision-radio.com, where praise meets talk. And then coming up at 11 a.m. is the Spike Davis and Friends show. And then Tuesdays, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Book Business Boss show, where I'm pouring the last 16 years of what I've learned, the good, bad, and the ugly, into the Book Business Boss show right there on envision-radio.com. So also my free gift for those of you who are in the book business, want to be in the book business, thought about the book business, go to YouTube and the Book Business Boss. I have 100 ways to be a book business boss. Be sure and reach out there. And then this week, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, I've looked at the weather map and it looks like I'm going to be able to be in Chicago at Malcolm X College, a Black Child Book Fair tour. I'll be there February 2nd and through the 3rd. And then February 6th, look for us with the Author Spotlight, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. February 6th, you'll see the flyer on my Facebook banner page. That's February 6th. And if you're an author that can get to or in the Montgomery, Alabama area, Montgomery Book Festival and Writing Expo, March 9th, 2024. I'm going to be on an Atlanta, Alabama tour starting February 23rd. And I'll tell you all where I'm going to be then. So February is a big month for me, and we're going to be moving about the south of the country. VernetteCNettles.com is the place for more information in regard to that. That's my good friend, Dr. Vernette C. Nettles, down there in Montgomery, Alabama. So the Montgomery Book Festival and Writing Expo. If you're an educator, if you're someone who loves books, who needs materials for church, for inspirational children's books galore, meet us. Beat us there March 9, 2024. For more information, VernetteCNettles.com is the place to be. If you're looking to publish a book, need more information, need more help, go to talkwithroyston.com. That's my calendar. Reach out to me and let's have a conversation about your book and how I can help you, the book business boss. And then for all of my websites, all of my online stores, JuliaAKRoyston.com. And let's talk about it. Let's be about it. So what's new? Figuring out what's new, the litmus test, what's new for you and your life to live your best life. Praying today, tomorrow, and always that you live your best life. I'm Dr. Julia Royston of BK Royston Publishing, Royal Media and Publishing, and the Book Business Boss Consulting, helping you get your message to the masses, turn your words into wealth. What's new? This is Peggy Dixon praying for you, love. Hopefully you're doing well and your whole entire family love you much. And we'll talk soon as well. You all be blessed. Have a great day.